We are Steve and Jill.
Together, we've been buying and reselling land since the 90s.
Our data-centric approach leaves our buyers asking, how can you sell it so cheap?
Here on the Land Academy Show.
We answer that and more. Steve and Jill here.
Hi.
Welcome to the Land Academy Show, entertaining land investment talk. I'm Steve and Jack Butala.
And I'm Jill DeWitt, broadcasting from sunny Southern California.
Today, Jill and I talk about the Land Academy live event and the feedback we got last week.
I wonder if it's the same or different.
Different than what?
Well, each other. Like, I think I get different feedback than you get.
Yeah, I got some funny stuff to say.
Okay, good.
I got some funny feedback.
Okay, good.
Before we get into it, though, let's take a question posted by one of our members on the landinvestors.com online community. It's free.
Lori asks, has anyone tried loading up on mailers when tax bills go out or when taxes are due? It seems to me that getting both an offer to buy the property and a bill to keep the property at the same time might inspire, this is actually cute, this is good, might inspire sellers to accept an offer. Has anyone tried this? Was it successful, or did you get a bunch of responses from non-taxpayers? This is good.
This is actually brilliant. And I'm not sure if Lori's a member or not. I can't remember when I pulled the question off of Land Investors, but I can tell by how...
Smart.
Yeah, you can just tell by the sentence structure
Good idea.
And the punctuation and the actual nature of the question that whoever this person is, they're either already really successful or they're on their way.
They get it.
Yes, I've done this, and yes, it works fantastically well. Here's the theory. 2 letters come in the mail at the same time. One is to get a check,
Right.
and one is to write a check. Which one
It's
do you
really
want?
funny. Let me think. Isn't that funny? It is good. I think a lot of people, they probably have it in a system, though, as you really should. Like, don't save up all your mailers and only hit them in May and October. That's the thing, too. You should have a system to get property year-round.
Yeah, you shouldn't just do this. But I'll tell you, I think let's just use Arizona as an example. All the tax bills go out in the whole state.
Right.
And you don't want to send out 40 or 50 or 60,000 letters at the same time. We don't even do that. We couldn't even handle that.
Right.
And honestly, unless you have like a truncated phone system from the 70s and 80s where you can handle 700 calls at once, like in an office building, you're going to lose a lot of business. You're going to lose a lot of potential acquisitions because it's just the lines are literally going to get jammed
Hold,
up.
please.
Yeah.
Hold, please. Hold, please.
So I don't know what the maximum is that you could probably send. Maybe we just did a 17,000 unit mailer.
I'll let you know. I will
I don't
let
think
you
I've ever
know.
done one more than 25,000.
Yeah. We broke up that one. We were doing like 10,000. Was it 10,000 a week?
Yeah.
We broke up that one unit.
See what happens.
Yeah.
Problem
Hey,
is you never know.
The more the better. That's the whole thing. As with
You know
everything.
what? You can't even get a busy
More is
signal.
always better. Just kidding.
You can't get a busy signal anymore, can you? With these phones?
You know what? You cannot.
Just goes to voicemail.
Right. On a cell phone. But I have to say, some of our sellers are so old school. I have called and got busy signals. And I'm asking the staff, I'm like, hey, listen, guys, you've ever heard this sound before? Because they're like, what is that? They don't even know what a busy signal is.
This is a real concern of mine.
Oh, busy signal?
Well, what happens if 10 people call a cell phone at the same time? Can they leave 10 separate voicemails?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
So 10 or 20 or 30 people can call the same number at the exact same time and get voicemail.
All right. We're going to be fine. Can't believe it. What would you really do about this?
I would not send as much mail out all at once. I would split it all out, just like you're saying.
I think it's going to be fine.
Or maybe use different phone numbers.
I think we're going to be fine. You're good.
Okay.
Okay. Hey, before we get into this, I would like to do you want to do Stump the Chump today?
Yeah.
Okay. Today was going to be, you get to stump me. I'll be the chump.
Stump the chump
Stump the
with
chump.
these social issues.
Yeah, stump the chump.
Social issues stump the chump.
It could be men's issues. It could be life issues. It could be children issues, parent issues, work issues, how your clothes fit issues.
Our third child
Okay.
got his driver's license yesterday.
Okay.
Does this concern you? Is this a good thing or a bad thing for most women when their children get driver's licenses or go to college or whatever?
Most women.
Most women.
Okay.
And then you. Two
All right.
questions.
All right. Most women, yes. Any gender, any child. Now me, only the boys.
It only concerns you with the boys.
The girls, nope, I'm good. The girls are most likely going to get in a little fender bender. They're not going to be going that fast. They're going to be distracted, putting on lipstick, making sure they look good behind the
geez.
wheel.
Oh my gosh, really?
Adjusting the music. That's what I think. This is just what I think. Okay. And also too, most girls what do I know based on experience recently in the last several years? Most of the girls have had little fender benders. They hit a pole, they backed into
That's true.
something.
Actually, that's true in our personal case.
Right? So this is what's based on personal information. The boys, no, they have cars upside down. And they crawl, and they're totally fine. How they crawled out of these cars and walked away is beyond me. But anyway, the boys tend to go, hey, I think it's a good idea. Absolutely. Let's put a rope around the back of the car and I'll pull you on a skateboard. This is a good idea.
You know how many times I've done that in my life?
gosh.
Like 50.
I know. See, girls don't think of that stuff. We just want to get to the mall with all of our friends and have fun and look good. So that's not the way it goes. So that's my answer. Did I stump the chump? Did you stump the chump? Did you stump me or?
No, I actually, I knew how you were going to answer that.
Okay.
Did
I pass?
Yeah, I think it's like this liberation. Most parents I talk to are freaked out about this. Even if it is the third kid, I feel like liberated.
Yeah.
I think that driving all the kids rode their bikes to some degree to school or walked. I think that's way more dangerous than
Sometimes.
on
busy
a car.
streets. I'm also
I don't
ready
mean
for
because
it.
they're going to get hit by a car. I just think all kinds of stuff can happen.
Yeah. Teeth can get knocked out when you're racing to school.
Yeah, that happened.
Yeah.
These are all real things.
Yeah. All right. Thank you.
Today's topic. Hey, next time you should just say we're going to do Stump the Chumps and I'll pre-think it.
Okay, cool.
So tomorrow we'll do Stump the Chumps for you. Pre-think it. Put it on your cute little notes there.
Okay.
Today's topic, the Land Academy live event feedback. This is the meat of the show. What is the feedback that you got both after the event in person and then sort of like the last week of aftermath?
Nothing but I wrote this down. I got love. I'm not kidding. This is why I was wondering if you got the same thing. I got love and appreciation. I got handwritten thank you cards. We got gifts from Germany.
Yeah.
We got just so many people saying thank you for all that you do. Just normally, not even about the live event. So the live event was for them, an opportunity for them to come up and say hi. I got a lot of hugs, just like, thank you so much. I can't believe how great this is. And, what you guys have done for us and our family. A lot of that. That was really, really good. I also got people talking about, which really made me happy. They're really taking responsibility for themselves and their businesses. They were appreciative of everything they've learned. They're taking action to move things forward, grow their businesses. I thought that was so good. And they all said, I don't think any one person, we had maybe more than half the people there were from the year before.
Yeah.
And they were like, this is better than last year. And it was so cool because we did a whole different format. And I was concerned. I don't know if you were concerned, but I was a little concerned about, hope it goes over the same. This is going to be very different than last year, but it's really up in our game for all of us. So it was a really higher level event, and we made it open to everybody, whether beginner or very advanced, because I knew going into this that I don't care what level you're in. It may not sink in now, but you'll remember this, and it'll sink in later. You're going to go, oh, that's what they were talking about. Now I understand why they're doing such and such this way. So tons of that. So it was I got all positive. So what do you want to?
So tomorrow we interview our senior manager at Land Academy, Erin, and she asked everybody to do a survey.
Okay.
It's on a piece of paper,
Right.
And so before I didn't know any of this.
Okay.
And so tomorrow she reads, we've already recorded it. So tomorrow she reads the actual results, some of the interesting results, and they're all very, very positive.
Good.
Not all of them.
I haven't seen them. I need to ask her. I'm like, I want to know what people
My
say.
biggest concern going into this live event was, and it was the theme of the live event this year was called What's Possible. Mm-hmm. Last year, the theme, although we didn't call it this, was how to do a mailer. or how to do this.
Right.
So this year we decided, based on the response that we got last year, to talk about what's possible. Instead of like, if you want to know how to do a mailer, you can just log on to our education program at any point. It talks all about that. It shows you like with screenshots how to do it. So,
Right.
but interestingly enough, one of the questions that was on the survey was said, well, how can you improve this? Like, tell us how to improve next year.
Oh.
And they all said, and this is my biggest concern going in, not all, but most of them said, it'd be great if you guys could do more of how to do this. So, the pendulum will swing back a little bit next year. Erin's idea was, and I agree with her, maybe instead of Friday, this last time we did Friday for the advanced members where we all kind of hung out, maybe this time we do Friday for new people and we get the advanced members there too and show them how to do stuff.
Maybe make it a 4-day event?
Maybe just skip the advanced thing.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. The other thing they said they really wanted was one-on-one contact with the advanced members. So that accomplishes both of those things.
That's true.
So that was my concern going into this is like, I didn't want it to be 35,000 feet.
Right.
Too much of that.
Right.
So I think it went smashingly well.
Yeah.
I got, it's really interesting. My whole point, this is my opportunity to say this.
Okay.
There are people that come to the Land Academy Live event who are there because they're already successful or want to be successful buying and selling real estate.
Correct.
There's a small group of people that come there who want to be Jill and I. And they're jealous and green with envy. And
you think?
Yeah, oh yeah.
All
I will not do it, but I can name their names.
Okay.
And they don't come up to you and say anything about this.
Okay.
They come up to me and tell me how I can improve. Tell me why some of the presentations that other people did were better than mine.
Huh.
And
And we won't argue with that, but I mean, don't
they tell me that, one person said this. I will never say any of these names.
All right.
When I was talking, you weren't smiling.
Oh, oops.
Somebody said that to me.
Oh, that's kind of funny.
Because we go around the room and we very much encourage everybody at the event. It's still small enough where we can do this and still stay on time schedule.
Yeah.
To tell their personal stories and what their take is on this and how they've been buying and selling land or where they are in their careers and all of that. So, but there's for whatever reason, I just think I smile my way through it. It's interesting. I hear a lot of people who have shows that are way bigger than this talk about this often on their show about, they say some version of, when you get your own show, then you're welcome to make a comment.
All right. That's funny.
So I won't go as far to say that, but it was interesting. But by and large, it was incredibly successful, and that's what we concluded with Erin.
Totally.
Tomorrow.
So fun. You know what? My only concern is about next year is that we maxed out that room. We did.
Yeah, a lot of people made that comment. Too.
We couldn't get any more in there, which is fine. But yet it was still intimate enough that we could all have fun. We could all get to know each other. We could, it was good. And I'm not so sure I want to change that next year. It might just be, that's just who we are. It might just be, it's an elite small event and it's just going to sell out faster, because that's just, it's
maybe
just
we
so
have
convenient.
two
I'm not going to do
maybe
a
we do it in
huge
Texas.
100 people. Well, we're going to speak at that anyway.
Yeah.
That's a whole thing. That's a whole separate thing coming up. So we're going to be speaking at more events coming up for other investors, which I'm really excited about. We get to be the experts in the land space, which who knew we are? Huh.
So tomorrow, Erin asks me these questions on the survey.
Oh, yeah?
And I answer them.
Oh, good. Okay, that's cool.
Pretty funny.
That's awesome.
Speaking of venue, and we'll end it on this. Can you picture the Scottsdale Public Library?
Yes.
I think that's the type of venue that we need.
No one can have a computer open, though, but that's
Put it on your
okay.
lap. There's plugs and everything.
At the Scottsdale, that one is
I don't want
like
to do
an
it in
old,
Scottsdale.
so
I don't want to. I don't want to do it in Scottsdale. I want to keep it in Los Angeles. I'm just saying there might be a venue around here.
well, you should ask our event planner and
I
not
will.
me.
See that? That was a stump the chump Jack and Jill moment right there. She's like, "What are you saying this to me?"
Well, that's sweet, babe.
Jill and I throughout our workday have little moments like that. Like that's great.
Are you asking me to do something?
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you my secretary? Am I your lapdog? That kind of stuff.
Yeah,
That was one of those moments.
kind of
That's a
was.
stump the chump moment. Like I can read between the lines, and I know
That
when to
was
shut
good.
the hell up.
That was very good. I'm impressed. You kept going on about it. There's plugs, and if we had this, and by the way, if I had a
She's
drink
like,
holder,
no.
that would be nice too. Really?
I didn't say it because I was displeased with the live event in any way.
Okay.
One of the other things is,
Oh,
no,
no.
you'll see it tomorrow. She said a lot of people had a lot to say about the food,
Oh, that's
just
funny.
lack of food.
Oh, guy, here
Even
we-
though the whole hotel gives free food right around the corner.
That's so funny.
It's just funny what people say.
All right.
Join us next time for an episode called How to Send Blind Offers with Omar and Offers to Owners.
And we answer your questions posted on our online community found at landinvestors.com. It is free.
You are not alone in your real estate ambition. No, I can't. I don't mean for that to sound negative. Was it?
No.
Because it was like
No, you're cool.
wildly
great.
successful.
Oh, no, it was
There wasn't a
awesome.
single person, I don't think, that said, I don't think I got my money's worth.
No.
Because I asked everybody all the way through. I'm like, is everybody getting what they
We
want?
did. It was good. It was so good. The Land Academy Daily Show still remains commercial free for you, our loyal listeners. And if you listen to the podcast, you know this, by the way. We are not all, cut up with 5 minutes of commercials before we start.
That's right.
So I had to just throw that in there. Wherever you're watching, wherever you're listening, please pay us back and subscribe and rate us there. We are Steve and Jill.
Information
An inspiration.
to buy undervalued property.